There you have it, folks. It looks like RoadBlock and Scarlett are saved. The first version of them are saved by who? Could it really have been the...
I was a man. Yes.
Stop saying that, you making me crazy.
Was a man.
Jeez, God, get off! Oh, God! God!
You going steakhouse, man?
Daggone it, RoadBlock! You've got to really stop trying to help out Cobra when it comes down to the crunch, man. Any case, here we go. We got the review coming up right now, guys. Let's get to it. Okay, everyone, so here you have the G.I. Joe classified reissues, or the perks, or the changes, or whatever you want to call it. They're just a bit different from the originals. This is basically the G.I. Joe classified Scarlett and RoadBlock, and pretty much today we're going to do a comparison with the originals that came out roughly, I believe, in 2019, when the first set came out. And let's go ahead and take a look. It was either 2019, 2020. You guys can quote me on that. Here we have the two boxes. Well, I'll go ahead and start off with just looking at each individual one. There you've got RoadBlock. Obviously, the biggest change, I believe, and you'll see in a moment with RoadBlock, is that his coloration of his vest is a bit different. Face sculpt, we're going to get that to a minute. So these are the new ones, all right? And I will actually do a quick box comparison while we're there, because I do have the, as you can see, there it is. There is the original right here on the left, and here on the right side, you have the newer reissue. Now, one of the main things is you're going to look at is the coloration of his weapons, his gun, his blade, his magazine. Well, in the reissue, they're matte black. In the original, they were silver. So you kind of ask yourself, why would he have, you know, in the first time, why would you have something so pimped out, right? You know, you're going into combat, right? But in any case, here you can take a look. Even for here, you got the gold shin guards. Here, you've got the matted shin guards. So this is more tactical. I think this is what most people complained about. Maybe they didn't want him to look so ghetto in this one, and this one they want him to be more tactical, so that he can definitely fight Cobra without actually giving off too much bling bling. Let's look at the side of the box, guys. As far as the side of the box goes, the number's exactly the same, 01. And then let's look at the box artwork. Did they change it? Did they update it with a new artwork? Well, from this picture, it doesn't seem so. You don't see any difference in the original or the new. So this is right here. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is right. This is the new one, and it should have some. Nope, it does not. You don't see Zartan. You don't see the Trooper. Nope, you don't see. Yeah, you don't see it at all, guys. It is exactly the same, pretty much. This is for sure. I'm going to say. I know I made a big mistake when I showed you guys the Zartan box where I said it looked the same, and actually it wasn't the same. But this is the same. I'm 100% sure this is the same. Just double check. Yeah, I'm darn sure. And look, does the coloration look different? If you see RoadBlocks right there, they didn't do much difference with the artwork as well. If you take a look, guys, definitely the art looks the same. Okay, so there we have it for RoadBlock. Oh, by the way, there's the side. Nothing changed right there. If you guys can see some difference, please let me know. It looks like he's being, you know, just totally like ganged up on with alley vipers. And now let's go to Scarlett. Here's Scarlett, and here is the original Scarlett. Immediately, I think the noticeable difference is the face sculpt, but we'll see that more later. And of course, the coloration of her gear. And you can see here, this one looks a bit more tactical. I think a lot of people were pleased with this coloration and the face sculpt. This one, wow, she definitely looks like she was from the Brady Bunch.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls.
So in any case, you can see right there, shin guards on this side, a bit more, it's more matte color for sure. So, you know, they got rid of this gold metallic. You're not going to go into war, you know, looking like Troy or whatnot. But in any case, let's look at the side of the box. Here we have, again, nothing different with the side artwork here. We're going to turn it around. Did they actually change anything? No, again, same thing. There is no difference in the back art. So it's not the updated version. They basically pretty much only changed colorations and maybe the head sculpt with the figures, but they didn't actually change the packaging. And it's still same number, 05, guys. Okay, so there you have that part. We're going to go ahead and go into unboxing. All right, so here they are out of the packaging, and pretty much there you can see it right there. This is how they look when you take them out of the package. Actually, sorry, that's the original one. Here's the new version right there. You can see there is RoadBlock. Let's go ahead and get a little bit closer to take a look at that facial sculpt. There you got his good. hood, awesome beard, goatee going. He's got his new greener type of tack vest. Of course, if you look at the original right there, you don't have any of that gold, okay? And then, of course, on this side, you got his gloves. Over here, he had red gloves. You're kind of like, wow, what's he doing, trying to be like Michael Jackson? And so there we have it. And, of course, the most important part was that his weapon looked very tactical. It wasn't like something from that movie. What was it? I forgot. It was God of War, right? Where that guy wanted that golden AK. I forgot. AK-47.
I use gun.
I forgot. That was a bit too overboard with that kind of weaponry. In any case, and here we have the original Scarlett right there. Of course, having the same amount of weaponry. I don't think they did any change to the coloration of the weapons for Scarlett because it was already matte black. But you can see already there's a difference, okay, of the whole head sculpt in general. I mean, here, you know, she's got these like if you can't see it right now, but yeah, she's got those freckles on there, right? And then that shade of Scarlet just didn't really look Scarlet. This is more like Scarlet, where Scarlet's supposed to have Scarlet hair, not this like bright orange type of like what would compare this to? Kind of like that movie with Bruce Willis and Mila Jovovich. I forgot. Oh yeah, The Fifth Element. Right, it was The Fifth Element. That kind of hair. So here we go. And there you go, tactical pants, okay. Everything's matted. Here you still got that brass, gold, whatever. And that, you know, pretty much overall, it does look pretty, I mean, it looks good. It looks good overall, in my opinion, so far. Go ahead and start off with looking in more detail at good old RoadBlock. As you can see, there you are with the green tactical vest, much darker green. He has, of course, the side belts right there with a nice matte gray. There on his shoulder, you can see there's his lion, right? And right over there, we can see over here, basically, he's got two pegs, right? Two pegs for his, or you could say pinless, but of course plastically pegged. Wow, biceps, huge man. I know a lot of people say that technically in the military, nobody wears these, you know, cut-off vests right there because it's just not tactical. You gotta be fully sleeved. But this is G.I. Joe, so they're just cool like that. And of course, here we go right here. We got boots right there that are now matte color. No more of the shiny gold. Goodbye, shiny gold. Hello, tactics. And right there, you can see pretty much again, they didn't do anything different as far as the mold goes. Just pretty much the coloration difference. I mean, you can see already right off the bat. Let's look at the heads a little bit different. I would say in overall, you could say that, yeah, this RoadBlock here, the new one, you could see, you know, I would say, maybe a difference in the eyes, maybe? But overall, to me, they roughly do look like the same head sculpt. There wasn't much of a difference here. I think it's only Scarlett that has a huge difference, and for RoadBlock, it's really pretty much just the outside, you know, the tactical vest, the pants, the gloves. That's pretty much it that they did. But of course, for his accessories, is also quite different as well. You know, not much else going on there, and pretty much you can say that he does move virtually the same. I mean, I'm looking at basically his, you know, right here, there you go, he's fully bent right in the side, okay, twist and turn. The vest can also come off as well if you want to go ahead and do that kind of thing, which I do not. And okay, rotation of the head, still there. Bicep swivel right there, right? So, and yeah, virtually you guys can say it's virtually the same. I mean, there is no difference in how they had changed the figure as far as the articulation. You're going to get the same articulation, you just got different coloration pretty much with RoadBlock. And of course the weaponry, which we'll see in just a minute. And back in talking about the weaponry, here we have both weapons. This is the new version of his white rifle. I would say this is kind of like, I don't actually know the name of this weapon. In fact, I believe this is a cross between a high-end caliber M60, or you could say with some futuristic technology that blows off the competition with some sort of fusion ray gun. You guys please leave a comment below for the name of this weapon that RoadBlock uses, which I apologize for not knowing. It's just that I didn't dive too much deep into it. I just thought these guns look pretty cool, the weapons look cool, but I didn't actually know the actual name. So guys, comment below. Don't hate me for it, but you're gonna hate me for it anyways. In any case, and there we have both clips, right? Ammo magazines go right on top, virtually again. Same exact mold, different colors. There it is right there, okay? back to front, and it fits all the same, folks. You're not going to get much difference except for how the colors look. Even for the here you have his blades right there. There you go. One silver and one is now the matte black. All right, and that's how it is for weapons. Let's move on next. Here we go with these new Scarlett, and there we go with Scarlett's head. You can see the most noticeable difference, I think, which was what everybody wanted, was pretty much the fact of the head sculpt. Completely different color, maybe a bit difference with the eyes and the mouth, mostly with the tonage. You can see with the new Scarlett, she looks a little bit more darker, tan. With the original Scarlett, she looks pale as what? Pale as Twilight. Twilight, guys, remember that? And you can see the hair coloration just doesn't match up with the name or the originality of the 80s version in the first classified Scarlett. Hers is just too bright orange. I mean, again, I don't know what they were thinking. It looks kind of like, what, that, you know, canned SpaghettiOs. And here we have finally a shade of, you know, not completely Scarlet, but hey, good enough. Okay, she does have like a bang right there with a shred of difference, because obviously I guess she did color her hair. Maybe she was naturally a blonde, who knows. But then again, here we go. Other colorations are the uniform. So you can see right here, she doesn't have the navy blue anymore. More or less, she's got matte black, and she's got, of course, the yellow with the brown, and the shoulder pad is about the same. Doesn't much difference, except you have black. There's black outlining on the side. Gloves wise, you can see right here, she doesn't have that shade of blue that the original does. There's no blue inside her arm gauntlets right there. As far as the belt buckle goes, you got a brass one going over on the middle over here, and it doesn't seem, well, let's go ahead and let's swing this around. Oh, you still got a brass. I just had this swapped around the wrong side. So the belt clip, okay, the technical belt clip right there, same. Her holster for her, you can see right here for her blade, also the same. We'll turn it around. I've got my arrows bent a bit because when I put it back, I didn't actually slide them into that like overture that you should have. And you can see right here, let's see if I can get this back. Pretty much here, you can see it. Oh, focus, here we go, focus. Focus, let's focus. Okay, there we go. Focused. Okay, so right there, guys, right there you can see there's a bendature on it. On this one right here, hers is straight. That was only me because I just didn't package it pretty much back after my last review in the past, or using her for somewhat. And you can see on the back, there's again difference in coloration. This is more of a matte yellow. Here it was strange because like they gave her boots kind of like a yellow pinkish tone, which I found very strange. This one here, her boots are now yellow. Yeah, the consistency of the colors look a bit better, I think, on the new one, especially since, you know, they're using this kind of desert brown color for her. So that's good. That's definitely good. Articulation wise goes on this Scarlett, it is again the same thing, the same issue. It's going to be the same figure, guys, pretty much no matter how you look at it. So you don't need to really, I did, as much as I, you know, took notice of the articulation and tried out its different joints, it didn't have any difference between the original. It is really just, these additions, guys, is just the coloration. So I mean, if you prefer colors like this, that's great. I mean, I think a lot of us do. And if you don't, and you appreciate the original Scarlett, you know, that's also fine as well. And for myself, I'm okay for both of them, because again, for myself, I just like to collect, you know, the whole shebang pretty much, and just have a set of it, which is fine. I mean, yeah, sure, I have some preferences to how they look, but then for the line, I didn't really care that much that it, you know, affected me. I know a lot of other fans probably going to hate me for it, but that's just my opinion, guys, and that's how I collect my things. And we're all different, in fact, we're all different, guys. Okay, everyone, and there you have, there goes side-by-side comparison of Scarlett with her weapons. The weapons did not have any difference, exactly the same, guys, exactly the same. Coloration, shape, everything was exactly the same. As you can see, she's already holstered her blade, and I put the other two blades in the back where she has her quivers. And there you go, basically strutting her crossbow. I kind of thought to myself that it's good that she did have the crossbow, but I also thought that she should have had other side weapons, an MP weapon, sub-weapon, machine gun, pistol, whatever. Give her a proper gun, guys. Give her a rifle. I mean, it's great to know that you want to think that the female is more like ninja-like and using daggers and blades, but really, honestly, she's not a Snake Eyes, guys. Really, she's not. Oh no, guys, here goes. It looks like Cobra's done it again. They've employed the help of a third-party Decepticon. This is called Pandemonious, and it is aka Scorponok, and you can see he is just ready out there to kill. But what do we have here? we've got ourselves the RoadBlock and Scarlett from the first series, but it looks like they're pretty much set in a off-scale type of G.I. Joe vehicle, which I picked up for roughly about 100 Hong Kong dollars, and it was a good deal, and it still got the tag. And then you can see pretty much what's going to happen next. Well, let's just go ahead and take a look. Obviously, it's got no effect. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Folks, you guessed it, that Scorponok just pretty much totaled that just, 100 Hong Kong dollar type of toy. And there's the tag still there, so luckily we still got it. You see how dusty that thing is. Any case, well, there we are. There is Scarlett and RoadBlock all chopped up in Scorponok as predicted. So what's going to happen, folks? Who's going to help this guy? Who's going to help this pair out? But wait, I'm hearing something, and it ain't Scorponok. Somebody's coming, and I hear it's a blast. Boom! Oh, boom! Oh my goodness! Oh! There you have it, folks. It looks like RoadBlock and Scarlett are saved. The first version of them are saved by who? Could it really have been the next remakes, the better versions of RoadBlock and Scarlett in the classified series? But wait, no, instead, I think they're actually kind of smart enough to call some help. It looks like they called the help from Tony Stark to help bring over the 1/4 scale of the Mach 43 in all its glory right there from Hot Toys, of course. And there it is. He took out Scorponok with his extra extended repulsor blasters, guys. So as you know from these new versions, and it just goes so true from watching that movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes, as he always said, Simon Phoenix told Sylvester Stallone what? He said,
Class is over, John. Time for something new and improved.
Oh, hell.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the review. I hope you all like it. Overall, I definitely think the new rendition of RoadBlock and Scarlett are a good improvement. Not like exactly super great, but still pretty good. I think they pretty much heard you all from your complaints and everyone who ranted on from Hasbro, and they had to do this, especially since everyone was they were just like, oh my goodness, okay, how could this be? How could RoadBlock be holding something nice and big and shiny and silver, right? You ain't gonna take that into war. And then of course, he's got, the gold packages around his uniform. Same with Scarlett. How can she be Scarlett with orange hair? That doesn't make sense, right? So I overall do believe that they did listen to people, and of course I think later down the lines with other figures, okay, maybe something like Gung Ho or whatnot, they might make some additional changes as well, which would also be good. But for now, I mean, you guys can tell that Hasbro is paying attention. Luckily, that's one good thing. Bad thing is they're not producing enough for everyone to have one, which is really the bummer part, because then everyone, as you know, runs out, flocks, and just fights each other over like you're really fighting Cobra and G.I. Joe just to get yourself one of these figures, Any case. Alright guys, so thanks again. I hope you all like this comparison and this little whole shindig, and I will keep trying to put out those reviews for you guys, and also showing you guys some bit more of life, what's going on around here in Hong Kong in the later future. Any case guys, again, thanks for watching. My name's Mr. Stan, and I'll see you all on the next video.